Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and this video has been highly requested over the last few weeks since I did the last designer video. You were kind of asking, you know, show us some things that maybe you regret purchasing, and we've all been there. Like, even though, you know, I've been purchasing designer for a couple of years now, I still make mistakes and I still buy some things that I really regret, and by the time I've regretted it, it's too late. So I figured I would share them today, and hopefully it might stop you from making the same mistake. And then on a more positive note, I also want to show you some purchases that I 120% recommend, and purchases that really I've gotten even more wear out of than I thought I would, and love them even more. So I'll show you each. There's 3 worst, 3 best, and let's get right into it. Alright, first on the best side, I don't think you're going to be shocked at this one if you've watched my videos for a while and if you're like a regular subscriber. So my best purchase, and this is actually the only bag I'm including, and I want to just say as well that I'm showing you 3 best purchases, and this doesn't mean that the purchases that I'm not showing you aren't like purchases that I loved. These are just more the items and pieces that I've 100% got most wear out of in the time I've had them. So kind of like cost per wear, and the best value I've got out of the things. And in the bag section, I had to include this. And you know, I have my Chanel boy, I have a YSL crossbody, I have some bags I adore, but this has really like outshone all the rest of them. So it's the Dior saddle. Mine's actually vintage, it's not the new style, and I actually love that it's vintage. Like, I do love the new styles as well, but I got this for about half the price on Vestiaire Collective, which I'm a big fan of. And then just at Christmas I bought the strap, so you can obviously do this bag without the strap, and you can like put it over your shoulder, and I just love like this kind of accessory detail. It just jazzes up every outfit I wear it with. And then for a more like casual daytime look, or if I'm running around the city, I do the strap, which is so cool too. And I'm not sure you're supposed to, like, that's it the normal way, but I actually wear it the other way. I'm not very good at demonstrating this, but I actually turn it this way a lot too. And I don't know if you're supposed to do that, because you can see on one side the made in Italy, but honestly no one ever notices that. And I do find when I do it that way, you can kind of see the Christian Dior part a bit clearer. So I love that when I'm wearing lighter looks, and then I love the kind of navy side for other looks. So yeah, this has been a huge winner. I've loved it. You're going to see me wearing this for years to come. Because it's vintage, I think I'll always be slow to ever sell this bag. Like, even if I kind of stop wearing it for a while or like go through a phase, I don't think I'll ever sell this bag, because I love finding vintage pieces and just kind of the fact that they have a story behind them. And I like when they're a little bit worn too. I enjoy that. So yeah, really love this. Best item number 1, and I will leave some links to similar options down below. And then moving on to the worst items, and this makes me so sad. I hate when things don't go to plan, or like aren't as how I want them to be, but it's a learning experience, and I have learned from all these purchases. So purchase number 1, which didn't work out the way I wanted them to. These Jimmy Choo boots, and I'm pretty sure lots of you who are watching this video and who watch me quite regularly are probably thinking to yourself, Erika, like, that was never your style in the first place. And you're right, this was an impulse purchase, and I go on and on all the time on this channel about, you know, do not impulse buy. Like, think through your purchases, think about it, sleep on it, you know, think to yourself how you can wear it, what you'll wear it with. And I did not listen to my own advice when it came to these. What happened, I went to an event here in New York, and I saw a girl at the event wearing these boots with a really cool outfit. It was a skirt, and it just looked so good on her. So like a week later, I was in Saks here in New York, and I hadn't even gone in. Like, I wasn't planning on buying them, but I saw them in there. So I tried them on. I think I was wearing jeans at the time, tried them on, and I was like, oh, I really like them. Maybe I'll just get them. And I bought them. And I didn't give myself enough time to think them through. And I have worn them. Like, I've worn them maybe like 3 or 4 times. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, in about a year and a half, or probably actually, yeah, about a year and a half, I've worn them 3 or 4 times, which no, not enough cost per wear, doesn't make sense for the price. So that's why they're going in here. And I'm not saying that they're like a bad boot. I think they're really cool and they were lovely on that girl, and I'm sure that they're lovely on other people, but they just didn't really work for me, unfortunately. So yeah, these are number 1 and my worst. All right, then number 2 on the best list are my Acne boots. So these are my Acne, like Chelsea style pointy toe boots. As you can see, they're worn. Like, I have worn these so much, and that just comes back to why they made the best list. Because if I'm paying, I think these are around $500, which is a lot for like a plain pair of black boots, but this is a style of boot that is so classic. It's never going to go out of style. Every autumn, winter, I take them out, I wear them. I can wear them running around the city. They're very comfortable. They still have a tiny bit of a heel, which I like. I don't like when boots are fully flat on the ground. I just don't find them very comfortable or flattering for me anyway. So I do like the heel, love the pointy toe. I got this material, I forget the exact name, but I'll write on the screen so you'll know the exact name in case you ever want to look at them. But it's this kind of like pebble leather material. Then this part is like softer. Oh, I just love them. I think I've had these for about 3 years, and definitely my most worn boots overall. Also the boots that have lasted the best as well. Like, they do obviously look a little bit worn. They're leather, I wear them all the time. Taking all that into account, they've lasted really well. So I love these ones. And I think these will always be in my best list. Worst purchase number 2, my Prada bag. I think I talked about this bag in a video before, and I said it was a bad purchase. And I'm just saying to myself now, I still have it. Like, why haven't I sold it? What's going on? But let me just talk to you first about why I don't think it was the best purchase. And the first reason I don't think is my fault. So this doesn't wear very well. Like, I have my lights on now so you can see. Like, look at all these scratches. And like, the second reason is that I haven't worn this enough. So for a bag that I haven't really worn a lot, it doesn't make sense to me why there are so many scratches. Can you see? It just did not last well. And again, could be my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have got this exact leather. And I think this bag really was like the biggest eye-opener to the leather side of things for me. Now when I buy bags, I really look at the leather, look at the material. Is it going to wear? Like, because I'm someone that wears my bags. Like, I'm not somebody who keeps my bag on my fancy shelf and never wears it and like saves it for occasions. Like, I literally wear my bags every day. So it could have been my own fault. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for a leather like this. But still, for this amount of money, this bag was like $2,000. I think it was like $2,200. Like, that is not cheap. Like, this is not good enough for a bag that's that expensive. And it's such a shame because it's beautiful, and like, I love it on. It's like this really nice burgundy color. The gold detail is lovely. It fits a good amount, but look at the inside as well. Can you see those scratches? Not good enough, Prada. And I am a Prada fan. I do have some things from them, but I think looking at like my overall designer kind of section in my wardrobe, the Prada purchases are probably like towards the bottom of the quality, which is such a shame. It's such a great brand and I do love it, but I think that when it comes to quality, there are better designer brands. Like, you can get better value for your money. So this is gonna go on the worst list. I'm gonna give it one more shot. Like, I'm gonna just give myself until the summer to see if I wear this, because this is the time of the year to wear it. Like, it's autumn wintry colors. I'm gonna see if I can style it with a few things. Maybe I could bring it to somebody to see if I could fix it up, and then maybe if I do fix it up, I might just like sell this one on. Like, I don't really know how I feel about selling this like this. I just don't think I would like to buy that. I'd have to be like obviously completely transparent and show pictures, and then, you know, maybe some people won't mind about that if they're getting a good value, but I'll see what I can do. Watch this space on this one, but yeah, just be careful with your leather choices. Best purchase number 3, my Hermes sandals. And these, it was between these and my Dior shoes, my Dior, like, you know, kitten heels with the strap for this position. But I think just taking it all into account, like thinking of the summer in New York and thinking of my trips, last summer I lived in these shoes, and I think I lived in these shoes more than I did in the Dior shoes, you know, which I had to take into account. These are such a great investment. Like, I think they're around, is it $600 or something like that, right on the screen. Again, not cheap for a pair of sandals, but I wore these to death last summer and look at them. Like, they look perfect. Like, I wore them, I think I got these in like May or June. I wore them all throughout the summer on my summer trips. Any days I was walking around the city. I've walked like to Soho and back from my apartment in these, and they've been so comfortable. So I just had to include them, and I swear I'm kind of tempted to get more colors this summer, and that's always a good sign of a purchase when you've wore it, you've loved it, and then you want to get more of it. I think that really shows that it's worth the money. And you'll see me now wearing these all summer, and people do ask about them a lot. And let me see, what size did I get? I got a 38, so I'm between a 37 and a 38. I'm usually like a 37 and a half, so that means I went a half a size up, just for your reference. And I'm pretty sure I tried on both in the store, and these were definitely better. So half a size up, maybe even a full size up, depending how you like the fit, but these fit me perfectly. And they wear really nice as well. Like, even that they look perfect, they kind of have that like lived in look as well, in a good way, which I think is really nice in a sandal. And again, they have a little bit of a heel, so it's not like flat to the ground, which again, as I said, I love. So yeah, really impressed with these, and I'll keep you updated if I get any other colors. Okay, and then last but not least, and I think this is probably going to be the biggest shocker of the whole video, that these are in the worst pile, but it is my Manolos. Oh, I'm sorry Manolo Blahnik. Let me explain though. Okay, so I got these about 2 years ago, and I have worn them. You'll see from the bottom, I've worn them to events, shoots. I've definitely got my wear out of them. But these shoes, I can barely walk in them. I don't know if it's me, it could be me, because a lot of people I talk to say that these are the most comfortable shoes ever. And I'm always like, really? Really? Like, I'm good in heels. I'm on the shorter side, so I'm like a pro in heels. I love feeling a little bit taller. Like, I can wear a high heel. I don't mind the pain, but I can barely wear these into an Uber downstairs and then to my event. And like, after 10-15 minutes, they're killing me. So yeah, that's why they made the worst list. But I will say, I do think it's partly my fault, because I got the higher height. So as you can see, like, these are pretty high, and usually that wouldn't bother me, but I think it's just the design of this with my feet, so it could just be me. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to sell this height, and I'm going to get the lower one, because I think that could be my issue. So let me know in the comments if you have the lower height in these heels, and if you love them, if they're comfortable, because I have heard that. So it could just be a height issue for me. I'm sure loads of you, or some of you or whatever, have these shoes and you have no problem, but maybe it's just the way my feet are. So yeah, that is the last of the worst. And I always feel guilty like talking, you know, bad about pieces or like brands or designers, but I also have to be honest. And you know, my bad experience with something, you know, mightn't be the same for you, but I do like to be transparent and honest with you. And you see me wearing these things, or you have seen me wear them, and I want to be like truthful with you, because I always be very honest about my purchases, especially if it comes to designer, because it's a lot of money and I work hard to buy these things. I save, and I want to make sure that I'm getting the best value. And then if I'm talking to you about products or pieces, I want to make sure that you have the full story too. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. If you want to see more of this kind of video throughout the year, I could talk more about like my best purchases, because there's definitely more. It was so hard just to choose 3, and there's loads more in there that I could have put in, but I tried to be kind of as strict with myself as possible. There probably is a few more worst as well. Maybe 1 or 2 more that I, not even worst, but you know, ones I haven't got as much wear out of it as I thought I would. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.